The soul which has no fixed purpose in life is lost. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. So you clicked on this video because you have no purpose in life. You wonder, will I ever find my purpose in life? Will I ever be successful, or am I just going to remain a failure for the rest of my life? My answer, it depends. It depends on what you decide to do with your situation right now. Not until we are lost do we begin to find ourselves. Henry David. So it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing you're lost. It's a good thing you clicked on this video because you recognize you have no purpose. Now, your journey can start. First of all, you must recognize that each individual has your road to take, and just because you're not on someone else's road, it doesn't mean you're lost. You have to understand the true meaning of having no purpose in life, and do not just call it upon yourself and say, oh, I have no purpose. You must understand the true meaning of saying, I have no purpose in life. That to have no set purpose in one's life is the harlotry of the will. But why say you have no purpose? I think the purpose of life is to be useful, to be responsible, to be honorable, to be compassionate. It is, after all, to matter, to count, to stand for something, to have made the difference that you lived at all. Leon Rustin. This means every one of us has a purpose. Do not feel pressured by a certain lifestyle that drives you into thinking that you do not have a purpose. Because, according to this quote, you have a purpose. For you to be compassionate, for you to be loving, you have a purpose. Simply remember that you don't need to have a certain lifestyle to have purpose in life. Okay, let's bring in the famous Tom Bilyeu. Even though he began as a lazy, chubby kid, he always knew two things about himself. One, he was going to be rich, and two, he was going to have six-pack abs. And that drove into a purpose. He decided to look around and solve a problem he was passionate about, and that was the problem of morbid obesity and abusive relationship with food. I don't believe anyone, anyone is born without purpose in life. Sometimes it can be laziness. Laziness from working too much and just dropping on the bed one day and saying, I really have no purpose in life. I hate what I'm doing. I hate the job I'm doing. I hate my life. And then you get on the bed and you're like, I have no purpose in life. I'm not going out anymore. I'm going to stay on bed and drink my life away and then eventually kill myself one day. Suicide is real. That's how it starts. I mean, most of the time. Look around you and decide two things. Decide two things about yourself. Tom Bilyeu decided two things about himself, and that drove his purpose. Of course, along the way, he almost gave up. He was like, fuck this shit. It's not working out. But he had already decided two things about himself. One of them was he was going to be rich. Decide those two things and let them fuel your desire. I've heard people say, I have no purpose in life. Like, you can't force me. You can't force me to have purpose in life. Like, I'm just born without a purpose. I'm born to be nothing. While I think it's a traumatic child upbringing, but they won't say nothing. Like, you just wake up and you're like, you're nothing. You can't be anything in life. Like, who does that? But it happens. So I want you to just look around you. There's so many things to be grateful for. Look around you and decide two things that you're passionate about. and solve them. Just decide two things that you are passionate about and solve them. That is where your purpose is going to come out from. And just a word of motivation for you. You can do it. You can do it. It's not that hard. First of all, get up from the bed. Get up. It's enough. Like, you slept enough. The world needs to see you. That's it.